Okay, what's up guys, and welcome back to a new tutorial. This is part 3 of my clicker game series, and I'm going to be showing how to make the shop and the upgrades, which won't really do anything, but that'll be for a different video. I'm just going to show how to make so you can open and close the shop, and so then the upgrades can scroll up and down. Okay, so let's get started. As you can see, I've created a new sprite and called it shop, and I have 2 costumes, one with the arrow pointing this way for when it is open, and the other one pointing this way to open it, like when it's closed. Next, I have also made an upgrade sprite, and these are the same costumes that I used in my penguin clicker, and I'm also going to use the same upgrades and these are just the icons for them, but I don't have the descriptions yet. So here I have 9 costumes, and so yeah. So let's get started. The first thing that I'm gonna want to do is actually make a new variable called shop open for all sprites, and then I'm gonna put a question mark on the end because it's just gonna be like yes or no. And this will determine, so then the player can like move over to the side when the shop is open. So then we're going to say in the shop, when flag clicked, we can set shop open to no. Alright, and then what we're going to do is get a when sprite clicked, then if else, and then if else the shop open is already no, then we want to set it to yes. So equals no, then set shop open to yes. Whoops. And if it's otherwise, it would be yes, so then we want to set it to no. And then the shop open variable, as you can see, is changing when we click, but we have to, well, first let's say set this X position to like 295 and 0. Sorry. So now we have to make it move so that it looks like it's opening. So let's say broadcast here. New message called open shop, and then down here we can broadcast a new message called close shop. Okay, so there, and then we can say when I receive open shop, then we're going to glide in 0.1 seconds to 103.0, and we're also going to switch costume to costume 2, I think. So let's see. Actually switch costume to costume 1, and then close shop is actually -6 for all of these. And then we can say when I receive close shop, switch costume to, wait, this one I think is costume 2. Yeah, this one's costume 1, and then go to 295. And you might have different positions just based on the size of your costume. Okay, that's not right. Well, maybe 0 was right. Yeah. Well, we can just say go to front layer, go backwards 1 layer or something. See if that's enough. 5 layers? 10 layers? Okay, there. So now it's behind it, and you can go out. Okay, the costumes are actually flip-flopped, so change them. Okay, there. Now, whoops. Okay, now that's working. And first, we're also going to switch the costume to costume 2. And then it opens and closes. And it still keeps going in front. So I'm just going to say go. You know what? I'm just going to maybe actually just change this to like -3 and hope that that's a good Y. And I'm just going to keep trying this until, okay, there, that's a perfect Y position. And so now it's working. I'm actually going to say glide first and then switch the costume. So open, close. Well, it's not the smoothest. Opening and closing, but yeah, I think that'll work, at least for now. Maybe I'll make it better later. Okay, so anyways, now the shop can open, and now we have to make the click move. So let's go here and find this, and we can say if else right here, and then we can say if else shop open equals no. Then it's just going to go to the normal position, but if it equals yes, then it's going to go to like minus 60 maybe. Oh wait, this is the Y. Keep that at minus 10. Maybe this of minus 60, the X. Maybe a little more, minus 80. Minus 90. Okay, minus 100. And sorry, this is taking a while just to get it right, but I think, okay, that's good. And then, so now what I'm gonna do is go to, oh yeah, so that already follows. Now we have to make the upgrades go on there. So let's do, actually, yeah. So we can open the shop, and then let's say, oh, I already have this. That's not supposed to be there. Okay, so make a new variable called clone with a question mark. Oh, whoops, actually delete that. Make it clone for this sprite only. And when the flag is clicked, we're going to set clone to 0. And then when I receive close shop, we're going to, all of these are going to, you know, maybe the transition here is not the best idea. Maybe we should just say go to, because it'd be really hard to kind of make it follow. So right now, I'm just going to do this, but I might change how it works later, just to make it look better. But right now, we're actually just going to do go to, just for now. And now, so it just opens and closes. And now what I'm going to do is, when I receive close shop, it's just going to delete this clone. And then when I receive open shop though, and actually I'm going to hide this also. When I receive open shop, then we're going to first, set clone ID for the sprite only, and we can set it to set clone ID to 0 if the clone equals 0, and then okay, so yeah, if the clone equals 0, and then we're going to repeat 9 because that's how many upgrades there are. 9. We're going to go to, first we're going to go here. Actually, I'm going to show this so you can see how big it is. And so this is actually, I'm going to make it a little smaller, so like 80. And then this can go right here, like, I think. And so that Y is 93. And then 94, 93. And so it's going to go to this position. And then repeat 9. And then we can have a new variable for all sprites called spacing. And we can just set that in the when I receive open shop to be maybe 20 or something, just to start. Repeat 9, change y, and then by spacing times -1, and then oh wait, actually, before we do that, we're going to change clone ID by 1, and then create a clone, and then the y, we're going to change y by -1, and then actually, let's make a variable called y for this byte only, and then a variable for all sprites called scroll y, and then we can set scroll y to 0 here, and then we can say actually set the y variable to 93, and then we can say change the y variable by this, and then yeah, so that should work for now. And then we can say when I start as a clone, we're gonna show, and then go to front layer, and then go to x the same, and then y, the y variable minus scroll y. So y minus scroll y. Okay, and whoops, we're actually gonna need a lot more spacing, so maybe like 50. Well, 50 is like perfect, but I think we need like actual space, so maybe 70. Okay, so that should be good. And also, I forgot to say switch costume to costume 1 here, and then next costume. And when I start, oh wait, actually, no, next costume after it creates the clone. And then also we're going to put a set clone to 1, just in case. I don't think we actually really need the clone variable because they're deleting, but still. But as you can see, they're overlapping down there. So what we can do is, oh, also, it doesn't create the clones fast enough. So let's actually make a new block called clone, and then we can just say run without screen refresh. And then what we can do is just put this in here and just say clone. And now it should be really fast when it clones them, so they're already there. And then what we can do is just say, let's see, then we can say for each clone we can make a new block again, and we can call it position, and then we can go to X and then Y, and then run without screen refresh, and then click OK. And then you can just put a forever loop right here, and then say position, and then actually you can edit this and just take out the X because we don't actually need it. We can just say for the Y, and then position Y minus scroll Y, and then in here you can say set Y to Y, and then if Y equals Y, no, actually, if Y position equals Y, then show, else, actually if else, hide, I think that should work. Okay, yeah. And then we can just say like to scroll, you can just get like a key press. So back in the shop, you can say if, no wait, forever, actually, if shop open equals yes, then we're going to say if and another if, and we can just say if key up arrow pressed. Then we're going to change the score y by 1, but then we have to put another if and say if score y is less than 0, because 0 is going to be the biggest it can be. And then if the down arrow is pressed, so get down arrow, then we're going to do the same thing, and then we're going to change it by -1, but we actually have to find what number this is going to be. So let's see. Whoa, it's going way up. So let's also say okay, so that's a problem. So we can just say y minus score y. So everything goes up except that's kind of hard because it would like go up to the roof, like so. We can just make this, I guess this these go to front layer, but then go backwards 9 layers, I guess. Would that work? Yeah, let's see and make this one go to front layer, maybe. When I receive open shop, then it's gonna go to front layer. See if maybe that will work. Okay, there. And so I think this is where the y has to stop. So let's see the score y right here, -43. And then we can go into the shop and say score y is greater than -43. And then we can say, oh yeah, just put this in here. And then we can maybe change this by actually -2 and 2. And yeah, but there isn't really enough upgrades. Wait a minute, there's only 6. I think it must have kept going, so maybe -90. And let's just see if there are any more. Oh, there they are. Okay, -100. Actually, let's just take this out again. Maybe change this to -5 and 5. Click this again, click this, and then okay. So now that works. And I'll just set this to be, okay, so -330. So now let's see if this works. Okay, and actually I think I might have a better way that would make it look more polished when when they come back on the screen. We can say, actually, this would be an easier way would be set size to 1 billion, and then set size to 80. And I don't know if this will actually work, but and see now they're all going really smoothly, and it works. And then maybe we can also just say, we can go into the, here, sorry, just a sec. So these go down, but let's actually change this to be scroll velocity, and then we can set the scroll velocity actually I kind of want to do it with like the mouse though, so actually no, so the Y is scrolling like that, but so yeah, they scroll for now, so that works. And yeah. Okay, so now you can see I have a new sprite, and I called it Scoreboard, because this is what we're going to use to actually make it. So you can just go into the shop now and take this out, because we're not actually going to use it. We're going to do it a different way. So go into the Scoreboard sprite, and you're going to have to fiddle around with the different stuff, but this is how it works if you have one that's the same size as mine and everything. So you're going to get a one flag clicked, and then first thing, set Y to 50, and then hide, and then when I receive close shop, also hide, and then when I receive open shop, then I'm going to show, go to front layer, and then I'm going to go to this position, and then I'm going to say repeat until, and then actually, yeah, no wait, hide, and then actually stop other description sprite. Okay, there. Now we can just say forever, and then wait until, and we're going to wait until we are touching the mouse pointer and the mouse is down, so we're being clicked basically. And then we are going to say go to front layer again just in case it didn't work, and then we're going to say repeat until the mouse is not down, so we lift up the mouse. Then we're going to actually, so not mouse down, whoops, sorry, not mouse down. Then we're going to set the Y position to the mouse Y, and then we're going to say if, and for mine it's going to be 50, so if the Y position is greater than 50, then I don't want mine to go any higher. So I'm just going to say set the Y position to 50, and then if it is less than negative 103, then I'm going to set it to negative 103. And then what I'm going to do is say set the scroll Y. Oh, and you can delete scroll Y velocity. Set scroll Y to be, and then I'm going to get a multiplication, and then put a multiplication inside, and then I'm going to get divided by, and then I'm going to get a minus, and so in the minus I'm going to put Y position minus 50, because that's my one at the top, and then I'm going to say divided by 2000, and then times 9, because that's how many there are, and then times 360, and you can put that in there. And now if I play the game, if I go into full screen and then I play it, you can drag it and it scrolls really nicely. So, but see, they can go off like that now. So let's actually just say if only if we are not touching the only if we are not touching the bar. Okay, sorry for that. It took me a second to think. I just lost my train of thought. Okay, so now let's try it again and see if they are still going off where they should. Okay. So let's do I can't tell if, yeah, I think that's good. But there's just that little spot right in between. So I'm actually gonna change this to be negative 1.5, and negative 1.5, just so that hopefully it'll look a lot more polished now. So go into full screen, and now it looks really good. So this is what I wanted. I think that's it for this tutorial. So you can scroll this up and down, and next I'm going to show how to make it so you can buy them and stuff. And right now, just anywhere you click, but there's going to be stuff here. So, well, actually, let's say so let me get this one more thing before I end the video. Let's just make a new variable and call it mouse x, just so I can see what it's going to be. So mouse x, and then you can just delete this variable, but I'm just going to say forever set mouse x to mouse x, so I can see when to stop the mouse x. So let's see. Yeah, right about it's like there. So if mouse x is less than 44, then it's going to do it. Mouse x is less than 44. That's the only way it can close it. Okay, there. And then you can just delete this mouse x variable here. And now, you don't close it like that. So, and that is it for this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. The next video will be coming out Monday. Sorry I couldn't upload this Monday, but I was on a trip, and so that's why I'm uploading it today, Tuesday. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next tutorial. So yeah, bye.